If you're a financial advisor spending thousands on lead vendors, you're literally throwing away money that could be building your brand. Here's why. When you're paying lead vendors, you're paying them to build their brand, not yours. In this video, I'm going to show you how successful financial advisory firms are saving 60 to 80% on their marketing costs, while generating better quality leads by doing one simple thing differently. For the right financial advisory firm, and I don't know if that's you, but if you're the right financial advisory firm, watching this video until the end could be the best investment you can make this year. My name is Alex. I'm the founder of Clients Black Box. We've helped dozens of financial advisory firms transform their marketing approach. What I'm about to share with you completely changes the marketing game for firms spending $1 million or more per year on marketing. But first, let me show you what's really happening with your marketing dollars right now. Now, if you're planning on staying in this business for the next 5 or 10 or 20 years, okay, I want you to think about what each dollar does for your business in 5 or 10 years. So if you were paying a lead vendor 5 years ago for leads, this is 2025, the money you spent on that lead vendor in 2020, is that helping you today to build your brand? Probably not. But if you spent money on your own brand 5 years ago and you kept spending money, that could be compounding and that could be growing your brand and making your brand and your brand awareness and your recognition much, much bigger and increasing your conversion rates, shortening your sales process and sales cycle, because now you have a much stronger brand. People know who you are. They've come for your brand. They didn't come for some generic lead gen brand or some generic lead vendor that they knew coming in. They're going to be choosing 3 or 5 different firms. They don't really care about you. But when you're advertising your own brand, you have a lot more loyalty. The appointments come educated about the problems you can solve for them. They come wanting to work with you specifically, and they don't come to you with a shopper's mindset. They come to you with a student's mindset because you've educated them before coming to your brand to say, hey, I'm here to learn from you and I'm here to have you actually do this for me. So I want to learn what's wrong with my current plan, and I want to learn what are the problems, and I want to understand what you're going to do for me to help fix it for me. Think about this. When you're paying a lead vendor $5 for a lead, where do those $5 actually get spent? Well, they're taking your money and spending it on ad platforms like Facebook, Instagram, etc. They're creating some content, some actual ads to advertise and put out there. They're keeping a 60% margin for themselves, and they're building their brand, not yours. But here's what makes it even worse. These leads are often shared between 3 to 5 to 10 different advisors, adding unnecessary competition to every deal that you have to fight to win. You're literally paying to compete with other firms for the same prospect. Now, what are they doing with that money? They're spending it probably on Facebook and Instagram to build their brand. So why can't you do the same thing for your own brand? Okay, let's talk about how you can do this for your own brand right now. Now, if you're a retirement planning firm specializing in helping people that are about to retire or recently retired, the best platform to advertise for you right now is Facebook and Instagram. Okay, here's the big problem. You might be thinking, Alex, I don't have the time, my team doesn't have the time, we may have the budget, but we don't really know how to do all of this. We don't have a proven playbook. We worry that if we spend money and energy and bandwidth on this, we might just waste all of our time and lose focus on what's currently working for us and getting us clients. How can we do this actually successfully? Well, that's where Clients Black Box comes in as a partner to help execute all this for you and actually get it done for you so that you can lower your acquisition costs by up to 60 to 80% and be able to scale your business more predictably and make sure that your brand over time compounds and grows over time, which gives you a much better competitive advantage in the market. And every dollar you spend in 2025, if you keep investing money in the same audiences, you're going to see that investment compound in 2026, 2027, 2028, 2030, 2040, as long as you're spending on those same audiences. So here's what makes our approach different. Number one is we have a very targeted focus. We only work with retirement planning firms working under the fiduciary standard, helping people that are about to retire or just retired to better plan for retirement, to avoid running out of money, avoid paying excessive fees, avoid paying excessive taxes, and avoid having inflation eat away at all their dreams. And the reason we chose to specialize in this is because there's a massive retirement crisis happening right now in America, and most people don't understand their options. And market volatility and inflation can create urgent needs for a lot of people. And stable retirement income is a critical concern for most people, but most people don't know how to get there, or they don't have the confidence that their existing plan can get them there. Number two, we have a data advantage. By working with multiple firms in your specific industry serving the same kind of person, we have built large databases of qualified prospects, powerful lookalike audiences, an extremely deep understanding of what messaging works and what doesn't, and insights into platform-specific performance metrics. For example, if you were to go and run ads today on Facebook, there's an almost infinite amount of parameters you have to figure out. What kind of campaign to create, what kind of ad set to create, how many ad sets, what kind of bidding you should be using. Should you be using ABO or CBO? Manual bidding, auto bidding? Should you be using bid caps or cost cap or auto bidding for maximum volume? When is the right time to use each of those strategies? Should you have a display link or not? What kind of headlines work best on Facebook ads and which headlines don't? How should you start your message? When do you introduce the call to action? Should you use images or video? How long should the videos be? What topics should the videos be about? What should you say in the videos that are on platform that you shouldn't say on the videos that are off platform? And what should you not say on the videos that are on platform that you must say on the videos that are off platform? What kind of background should your videos have? Should you record your videos on a DSLR camera or an iPhone? Should you record your videos on just a zoom camera? Should they be square, rectangle, or tall? What placements exactly work in Facebook? Should you be advertising on Facebook videos, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Search, Instagram Stories, Facebook Stories, the Facebook feed? Should you be turning on the Wi-Fi option or turning that off? If you don't know what that is, that means that you're only advertising to people when they are on Wi-Fi, which means they're at home. Should you be only targeting iOS or Android or both? Should you be only advertising on mobile or mobile and desktop and both? What about iPads? What colors work? What colors don't work and actually repel people? I'm gonna stop here because I could go off and talk for another 30 minutes about different variables you need to tweak in this whole process. And I haven't even gotten off of the Facebook platform. There's a whole other sequence of events that's gonna happen after the click. So these are all parameters that if you get even one of them wrong, you can severely hurt your results, waste your money. And this is why most people's common experience when it comes to Facebook ads is they spend money and it doesn't work. Why? Because either you did it wrong or whoever was doing it for you did something wrong. If you do one thing wrong, you can mess it up. If you do multiple things wrong, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you need to fix, and you don't have the money and, more importantly, the time to waste on another failed marketing venture. So you need to know that this is gonna work, and that's where we come in. We have a proven playbook. Like, we're running ads every single day. We're optimizing multiple times a day for dozens of firms, just like yours. We don't take on clients from any other industry. E-commerce, no. Financial planning for Henrys, high earners, not rich yet, no. Banks, no. Real estate, no. Software companies, no. Like, we don't really work with any other industry but yours, and that's our advantage. And this is where the marketing industry, in my opinion, is going, is the ultimate advantage is understanding the industry, understanding compliance, and understanding the end consumer and what they are worried about day to day and month by month, and what were they worried about last month that they're no longer worried about, and how can I talk to that right now, and how can I turn off the campaign that's no longer relevant. So by being up to date and also being up to date with Facebook's algorithm, there are some big changes that may be happening this year in the Facebook algorithm. They've happened for health, they may happen for financial. Okay, so you can Google that. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna happen that's gonna change how we run ads. So how can you keep up? Facebook algorithm changes sometimes multiple times weekly. How can you keep up? That is our job. That's what we do for you. That's what we focus on every single day. So back to lead vendors, the harsh reality of when you're buying leads from lead vendors is you're building dependency. You'll never get off of that hamster wheel. Every dollar builds their brand, not yours. You have zero long-term marketing assets for your own firm branded to you, and your costs will never decrease over time. So think about the major big brands in the industry that are spending hundreds of millions of dollars per year. They are building their brand, not some lead vendor's brand. They're marketing their own brand on media. They have their brand, their logo, and that's why everybody talks about them. That's why everybody knows them. Some love them, some hate them, but at least you know them, and that's why they're the biggest in the industry. If you keep giving your money to the lead vendors will be known and nobody will know about you. If you spend your own money on your own marketing and your own brand, everybody will know about you eventually. The key is to never stop, to keep increasing your spend, and to do it correctly. And what's nice about working with us is every new client that joins and starts working with us makes the experience better for everybody else. Number one, because we don't work with everybody. We only work with the people that we have a high likelihood of staying working with them for the long term. And at a certain point, once you have a profitable growth engine, you look back and you're like, okay, well, wow, I've done the impossible. I've taken my company from being, a small shop to a really big shop because I had a profitable way of bringing business in, and then everything else figures itself out. As long as you have a profitable way of bringing business in, you're doing your job as the owner, as the chief revenue officer, CMO, whatever your title is, and everything else you're able to just hire because you have the profits to sustain the growth. So here's my call to action for you before we end this video. Please leave a like and comment in the video about your number one takeaway, and leave me your plan for how you're going to transition from buying leads to building your own brand in the next, could be month, 3 months, or year or so. Think about that. What are your 3 steps, your 5 steps, your maybe 10 steps to get there, to build your brand and be able to have every dollar you invest into marketing build your brand and work for you, not for somebody else. Okay, so that's my call to action to you. If you are a financial advisory firm specialized in retirement planning, working with pre-retirees and retirees, and you're spending more than $1 million a year on marketing, go to clientsblackbox.com. You're gonna be able to get access to our free case study. And from there, you're gonna see the results we've achieved for different firms. And then from there, you're gonna be able to book a demo directly with me to see if we can help you. If we can, then we'll talk about exactly how. If we can, we'll point you in a better direction. That's it for this video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.